Hey, it's that card girl, and today we're going to be taking a look at the second Gundam card game starter deck. This one is called Wings of Advance and is green and blue. It features familiar faces to those who have watched Mobile Suit Gundam Wing. And the back of the box does confirm that God decks are a thing. In the bullets listed under the contents, it does say this starter deck may include all foil versions of the same cards. Not that there's really any doubt. I feel like everyone has heard somebody who knows someone who's gotten a God deck by now, but it's still a fun, probably often overlooked detail of the package. Now that Hans has the box open, we can see that inside is a deck bundle and bonus pack. And just like last time, our rules/play sheet was trying to stay behind in the box. We've got our deck bundle with the 50 card deck, 10 resources, 1 each EX resource and EX base, 8 token cards, and cardboard damage counter. Plus, our deck-specific bonus pack containing 1 full art holo of any card from the deck. Hans will set that aside from now and open it after we check out this deck. The starter decks are bundled with the unit card first, followed by pilots, then commands, and finally bases. Then all of the resources and tokens are at the very back. On top, we have 2 copies of our green LR Wing Gundam, which is level 6, has a cost of 4, 4 attack, and 5 health. Its link pair pilot is Hero Yui. There's 2 copies of the blue LR, a level 5 4-cost Talkies with 4 attack and 4 health. The link pilot is Zex Marquise. Then into the non-LR cards, starting with our green units, we have 4 copies of the level 3 3-cost Wing Gundam Bird mode with 2 attack and 2 health. The link pilot is again Hero Yui, and when you deploy this card, you get an EX resource. 4 copies of the level 5 3-cost Gundam Heavy Arms with 3 attack and 4 health. The link pair pilot is Troa Barton. 3 copies of the level 4 2-cost Gundam Sandrock that has 4 attack and 3 health. The link for this unit is Quatra. 3 copies of the level 2 2-cost Meganic with 3 attack and 2 health. Moving on to the blue units, we've got 4 copies of Leo, who loves the number 2. This is a level 2 2-cost 2 attack 2 health unit. It link pairs to any pilot with the Oz trait. Traits are found in the lighter box by the attack box. There's 3 copies of the level 2 2-cost Ares with 2 attack and 1 health, and this is a blocker card. We have 3 copies of our last unit card, Tragos, who is 1s across the board, level, cost, attack, health, all 1. It's also a blocker. On to our pilots, we have 4 copies of the green level 4 1-cost Hero Yui. When piloting a unit, he gives the unit plus 2 attack and plus 1 health. Then we have 4 copies of our other pilot, Zex Marquise. He's blue, level 5, has a cost of 1, and when piloting gives plus 2 attack and plus 1 health. He also has the Oz trait. Our first command card is the green Simultaneous Fire. We get 3 copies of this level 4 1-cost card. Peaceful Timber is level 4 with a cost of 1, and we get 3 copies of it. There's 2 copies of the blue Siege Ploy, which has a level of 3 and a cost of 1. On to bases, we have 3 copies of the green level 2 2-cost St. Gabriel Institute that has 5 health. Then, the last card for the main deck is our 3 copies of the blue base Corsica base, which is level 3, has a cost of 3, and 5 health. Then we have the 10 resource cards that make up our resource deck. The EX base, EX resource, and our unit tokens. 3 copies of the 1 attack, 1 health Leo, and 3 copies of the 4 attack, 2 health Tallgeese. At the very end is our cardboard damage counter with 4 1s, 2 2s, 2 3s, 1 4, 1 HP plus 1, and 1 AP plus 1. Now that we've gone through everything that comes in the deck bundle, let's take a closer look at some of these cards. Starting with the pilot Hero Yui. When he's link paired to a unit, the unit gains a +1 attack and health on top of the 2 attack and 1 health it gives the unit as a pilot. It also has a burst effect that lets you put the card in your hand instead of the trash when you draw it from your shields. Hero is the link pair pilot to the Wing Gundam who has an effect called Breach. When a unit with Breach destroys an enemy unit with its attack, you deal however much damage it specifies, in this case 5, to the first card in the shield area of whichever opponent's unit got destroyed. So if this card destroys an enemy unit, it will also take out most bases as well, or one of the opponent's shield cards if they don't have a base. It also can attack a non-rested level 4 or less enemy unit. And then we have our blue pilot Zex and his LR unit Tallgeese. Zex has the same burst as Hero, letting him be added to your hand instead of going to the trash when pulled from your shields. He has an effect when link paired to a unit that lets you draw a card if the unit destroys an enemy unit, even if he and his unit are destroyed in that battle, which works quite nicely with Tallgeese, who once per turn during your main phase, you make active again by resting 4 resources, giving it a chance to attack again and let you draw again if you destroy both units you attack. Or you can leave it as active if you want to try to avoid getting hit and taken out during your opponent's turn. Next we have our 3 command cards. Our 1 blue command, Siege Ploy, can be used during your main phase during the action step when either you or your enemy attacks, and it also gets its effect when you draw it from your shields thanks to its burst effect. It lets you rest an enemy unit with 5 health or less. Peaceful Timber is used only during the action step to make it where your shield area cannot be damaged by level 4 or lower units. So even though the action step happens when you're attacking an enemy, this one is maybe best left for use during your opponent's turn. As a pilot, this is Quatra, who gives +1 attack and health to his unit. Then we have Simultaneous Fire that gives one of your units Breach 3 for the turn. You can also use it as the pilot Troa, and it gives +1 attack and +1 health to its unit. Gundam Heavy Arms has an effect when paired that deals 1 damage to all level 3 or lower enemy units when it destroys an enemy unit with battle damage, even if Gundam Heavy Arms is destroyed by the attack. The blue Corsica base's burst effect lets you deploy it, and when you deploy it, you add 1 of your shields to your hand. If it's your turn when you deploy this base, you deploy 1 Tallgeese unit token that came with this deck. And if you already have one of these bases, or technically any base that has Corsica base in the name, in your trash, you deploy 2 of the Leo unit tokens instead of the Tallgeese unit token. This is a fun deck that really builds up as you play. We're going to be looking at starter decks 3 and 4 on Monday and Friday of next week, so make sure to check back so you can see if either of those are ones you're interested in, or if you want to add any cards from them into this deck. I know starter deck 4 is red and white, which are not the colors of this deck, but you might fall in love with one of the cards and decide to take out either the green or blue from this deck so you can add in the red or white from 4. And don't forget, we always put out new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with shorts on Sundays. We're going to be doing a how to play video after we're done with our deck explanations, so keep an eye out for that. And check out our GDO1 video and see what all we pulled. Okay, I think I've stalled enough. Let's let Hans get to opening our bonus pack that came with this deck to see what alt art we get this time. Hero Yui. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell the next operator you talk to about us. That Card Girl out!